G'day guys, Cam Wild Touring, and welcome to a bit of a midweek episode. I think we're going to call this Touring Talk. And what it's going to be is month by month a little bit of a breakdown on all our statistics and costs, all that sort of stuff, so you can work out your own budgets, figure out your own trips, and also address some of the common questions that we have popping up regularly from YouTube or on Instagram or emails or Facebook or any of that. So yeah. We're only going to make these fairly short videos, and if you're not interested in any of that stuff, skip this and just watch our regular Saturday trip content, yeah? Yeah. Cool, so first month on the road, we've got all the statistics and stuff ready for you already. By the way, we're waiting outside
Parachulna Pub.
Parachulna Pub, beautiful historic old pub, and it opens in about 12 minutes. So I'm hoping we get this video done inside that. 12 minutes. Yeah. Let's go. All right, first month, you got the stats.
I'll run through the costs.
Yep.
So, total fuel cost, $1,800.39. Most expensive fuel was $2.77 at Border Village. Fuel economy, roughly 24 litres per 100.
Let me quickly interject there. There would be a little bit of being unhitched and driving around towns and stuff, but in this first month, not a hell of a lot, because even when we did unhitch, we were staying sort of in town and fairly close to the attractions. Also, we got some shocking fuel economy across the Nullarbor. We got smashed with some headwinds, really high temperatures, but I still think that's pretty realistic. We are getting about 24 litres per 100 towing.
Yeah, so that total distance was 3,500 k's roughly.
In the first month,
yeah. So total accommodation cost was $851. Most expensive, of course, it was WA Caravan Park. Busselton Discovery Parks was $117 a night. Yeah. And then we had lots of free camps in there as well.
That's 8 low-cost camps. We're talking like national parks, hip camp, that kind of thing. It was 5 free camps and 4 caravan parks, and that is kind of how we're trying to break down this trip. Roughly do 4 or 5 nights on the cheap, and then do 1 or 2 nights a week in a caravan park for water and dumping the dunny and that.
But I have noticed the caravan parks here in South Australia are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to WA, like half the price.
Maybe even less. We're paying 30, 40 bucks a night here, whereas, you're about right. In WA, we pay 70, 80. So camping's a little bit cheaper over here.
Yep, so favourite campsite, we all sort of agreed it was McDermott Rock, which was on the Hyden Norseman Road.
Yeah, really liked that one.
Sometimes it's not about where you are, it's just about, the right time of day, perfect sunset. We climbed the rock, it was just a nice afternoon.
Even the worst campsite looks awesome at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That magic hour.
Yeah. Chloe's favourite campsite was Chirpy Farms, of course, just because it's, it's family, animals, yeah. Yep.
And then the worst campsite, I think Chloe summed it up when she said all the dust bowls.
Yeah. She always says, are we staying at a caravan park or a dust bowl? Yeah. So the dust bowl's on the Nullarbor.
And then we also said Cunalda, but don't shoot us down yet. Cunalda was a really cool, interesting place, and we had a lot of recommendations to go there. Again, it goes back to the right conditions, the right time of day, the right weather, and all the rest of it. When we hit Cunalda, it was in the middle of a heat wave. We were getting 46-degree days, and it was just dry, stinking hot. Couldn't, obviously no aircon or anything. Well, we did run aircon, but it smashed our battery system that day. It was just so hot, nothing was coping.
Yep. Okay, moving on. Groceries and alcohol was $1,500. To be fair, that wasn't a lot of alcohol, but we had some crazy big grocery shops.
And some of them were just expensive.
In country towns where you've got no other option than to shop at Foodland, and it's just expensive.
Yeah. This next one, not so good. $1,147 on dining out and tourism stuff. In a month, that's a lot. Yeah, but...
Well, the first week we were with friends and family, and we did dine out a lot. So I think that's where our downfall was. And then the next few weeks, we barely spent a cent because we were on the Nullarbor and... Yeah.
Just adds up quick. Yeah, when we were in Busselton before we left, and around the Margaret River area, you go out for a pub meal or whatever, a few beers, 3 or 4 meals. You spend 150, 200 bucks so
And
quick.
we spent a long weekend at Beer Farm.
Yeah.
Anyway, that comes to a grand total of $5,480, which breaks down to $1,300 a week, which isn't so bad.
Now, a few people messaged us early on asking or expressing some interest in what our weekly cost was on this trip in comparison with what our weekly cost was in our 2020 lap of WA. And it's not as big a contrast as I thought it would be. We went back through all our spreadsheets and stuff, or Tiff spreadsheets, and we worked out that on our 2020 lap, we were spending on average
$1,100 a week.
Yeah, $1,100 a week. And our first month we're at $1,370. So I expected it to be nearly double. I'm hearing a lot of people say to travel Australia now, you should budget around $2,000 a week.
Yeah, so we're nowhere near there yet.
No, but it depends how people are figuring it out too, because bear in mind, we're not including, you know, like mortgage repayments, insurance, phone plans, internet.
Yeah, we're not, because that's a cost that we'd have regardless.
Yeah, so this is literally just food, fuel, water, accommodation, those kinds of things that you need to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a surprising figure for you. A week in Port Lincoln at the caravan park was the same price as 2 nights in Bustleton Caravan Park. Yeah. That's craziness.
Oh, it's ironic too, because do you remember I kept saying in Port Lincoln that it reminded me a lot of Bustleton?
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. You just weren't listening.
No, I wasn't. All right, some frequently asked questions. Lots of questions on our itinerary.
Yeah, and a good way to show you what we're doing is I'm going to cut to some footage from something I filmed a couple of weeks ago. For whatever reason, it didn't make the cut in that video, but yeah, it's Tiff and Chloe looking at what route we're going to be taking around the country. Tiff and Chloe were just marking the sticker with where we've been. Tiff, can you just show like a real quick look at where we're actually going, the route we're taking? So just so you know, all the other black that's already on this is from our big lap at WA like 5 years ago.
No, and even last year this was new.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is just lots of different trips we've done. So as you can see, we've done WA to Deaths. That's why we're heading across all the way down here into the Eyre Peninsula. We're actually then going to go north into Flinders area, Cooper Pedy, come up. We're going to take the Tanami across back to WA because we're going to do more of the Kimberley. And then we're going to make our way back into the Northern Territory. We do Arnhem Land, make our way down Cape York.
And then we pretty much don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know this area. So I've had lots of messages saying, oh my God, you've missed the York Peninsula, you've missed Bendelby Ranges. We're not missing them. We're planning on hitting them on the way home because we're coming around back through South Australia. So
yeah, which will make sense now that you've seen the route we're doing.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it all at once. We also get bored pretty easily. So I didn't want to do back-to-back Bendelby and Flinders because then I feel like we wouldn't have appreciated the Flinders as much. So, yeah, it's nice to mix it up and save some of the good stuff for later. So
we're basically going to, like this time we did the Eyre and the Flinders, and then on the way back we're going to do the York and Bendelby. So we get another taste of the same sort of thing but different places. I actually like the way that we've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of questions about that privacy screen that we have on the caravan.
Yeah. So I'll explain this better in an upcoming trip video, but basically tyre gear, gear that we've been running for quite some time now. I'm quite good mates with the owner, Peter, and he has been sending me a fair bit of gear to, like, that hasn't, prototype stuff that hasn't hit the market yet, just to see how it goes and get our feedback on what we like, what we don't like, and maybe make some changes before it goes to market. Yeah. The privacy screen is one of those things. So it's not available yet. It is from Tyre Gear. I'll tell you more about it when it is available. That'll be very soon. Like by the time you're watching this, it'll be likely this month, likely in April. Yeah.
And it is very, very good. Like there's not much else out there is there anything else out there that
like that
does that?
No, I don't think so. No.
So it's completely waterproof. It's got roll-up screens, it's window screens, it's awesome.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it later.
Yeah.
And then had quite a few questions from people, especially since we've been on the air and stuff and we've been on and off the beach. A lot of people have asked, how do we go about washing our car? I am washing the car as soon as I can when I get off the beach. And I think in the first 4 weeks I've washed the car twice. I'll either look for a big town as soon as I can and go in, disconnect the van and go into a car wash, which we've done once, or if I've got some water left in the tanks of the caravan, when we're on our way to somewhere that we know is going to have water, we'll pull over in a truck stop or whatever, and I'll empty the van tanks, washing the car, getting all the salt, flushing it out of the chassis. But I honestly, it's not as big a deal as people think it is. Modern cars do not rust out like older cars used to. You still want to wash all that sand off as soon as you can, and you certainly don't want to be driving through salt water. But if you're just ducking on and off a beach, just wash your car as soon as you can. Don't stress too much on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
there's also been quite a few questions about how we're coping with bookings.
Oh yeah.
During school holidays and busy times, Easter and whatnot. I haven't booked anything probably more than a week in advance, and we're doing okay. Like we seem to get into most of the places that we want to. If we can't get in, then I just look for somewhere else.
Yeah, two things on that I just want to quickly say. If you jump online to make your bookings on a caravan park or wherever, and it shows that nothing is available, pick up the phone and ring him, because we've already done this a couple of times.
Twice,
yeah, it says there's nothing online, especially if you're booking through like G'day Parks or one of those third-party booking services. Pick up the phone, ring the caravan park directly, because often they do have a site, or they can move someone else before they get there or whatever and fit you in.
Yeah.
And the other point I was going to make on that is if you're going to be traveling through school holidays or peak periods and really touristy seasons, like for us, I just keep thinking of like Ningaloo.
Oh yeah, it definitely depends where you are.
Yes.
So we planned to be out of the Flinders for Easter time
and school holidays
because I knew that it was going to be busy there. So we're heading more inland now, like up to Cooper Pedy, where it's not a tourist hotspot. So definitely try and plan to be, if you're not booking ahead, plan to be away from a tourist hotspot for busy peaks times. Yeah.
Anyway, will we leave it at that?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So if you're into this sort of thing and you just want some quick, fast answers to some common questions and our statistics and stuff like that every month, let us know and we'll keep doing it. If you've got your own questions to ask, bang them in the comment section below, and we'll address them there or in another video.
Yeah. And otherwise, we'll see you this time next month.
Yes.
For next month's stats.
Yes.
Or this month's stats.
Yeah. We're going to go have a beer. Cheers. See ya.
Cheers.
Cheers.